If you have found yourself constantly wondering, what should I post? Or you've been overwhelmed really with the many resources out there to get post ideas from that you end up not posting anything. If that's you, then stick around because today I'll share with you 3 top tips to know. Oh, sorry, that is the timer for my little guy. I'll share with you 3 top tips to know what to post on social media and when to post so you don't have to wonder ever again. Okay. So that little timer was for my little guy to have his job done. So I think he was done already before I came up here. So you may have heard that being consistent with your posting on social media is a key element to your business. It's totally true. It's how you let Facebook or whatever social media platform you use know that you are serious and a legitimate business. It also is what creates the KLT effect in your business, the know, like, and trust, in case you don't know what that is, and is what keeps your people or your followers coming back to you over and over because they know you'll be there for them, providing value, showing up daily, being that kind of example to them of the kind of leader they want to be. So I'm excited to be here with you today and share my 3 top tips for knowing what to post and when to post on social media for any platform that you're on, okay? So hello and welcome. I'm Debbie Dunford with David and Debbie Dunford. It's nice to meet you if we're meeting for the first time. We help online networkers attract a constant flow of new prospects and teammates and sales without that list of 100. Okay. And I'm more the forward-facing kind of person, and David's more the backbone. So you'll see me a little bit more on camera than you'll see him. So as you're joining, please say hi and where you're watching from. I'm in Utah. That's where David and I live. And if you're watching the replay, go ahead and put #replay and feel free to join in on the discussion and I'll get back to you. Also, I have a bonus tip for you that I'll be sharing at the end that has been a huge game changer for me and for my posting. So stick around so you can catch that. So whether you think you are or not, as a networking business owner, you are a leader, okay? And to be an effective leader, you need to show up to your business and your followers with consistency. But I'll be the first to admit that that's hard to, number 1, remember to post every single day, and 2, to take the time to post, and 3, to know what to post, okay? I personally have had that keep me from putting the posts out there and being consistent. I've had that issue, so I know what it's like. So imagine if you didn't have to worry about any of those things. How would that help your day-to-day networking responsibilities? If that's something you would like to not have to worry about anymore, then let me know, because that's what exactly what I'm going to reveal now. So number 1, to kick things off, and before you ever even post, there are 2 very important pieces that you need to have clarity on, and those are who you're talking to and what you want to help them with. Yes, help them, okay? If you're not sure who you're talking to, then take the time to figure it out. And if you don't know quite how to figure it out, I've got a free tool to help you go through the process so you don't have to on your own, okay? Once you've figured out who you're talking to, you then need to know what you want to say to them, right? In other words, figure out what you can and want to help them with. Is that making sense? Let me know in the comments if that is making sense. What business or networking problems of theirs do you want to solve? You're going to want to narrow it down to a few categories. That's what I found to be the most effective. It's just narrowing it down to those few categories so that I'm crystal clear. And those categories don't need to be super specific. That's really important to understand. In fact, you actually want them to be a little more general and broad so that you have subtopics that you can constantly speak to that fit under those general categories, okay? Put a 1 if that makes sense. So now that you know the who and the what of your content, it's time to move on to scheduling. Okay, let me know. Put a 2 in the comments if you're following along so far, and if this is making sense, and if this is providing some value for you. So number 2 is scheduling. Now that you know what your main topics are going to be, like those big general categories, you get to choose how you're going to deliver that content each week. For example, are you going to post on your personal profile or on your fan page, or maybe it's both? Okay, so make sure you're really honed in on where am I going to be posting. Are you going to go live each week? And if so, how often and on what days? Okay, this is how you're creating your schedule. And also, what other types of posts do you want to include? You may not know at this point, so let me ask you a question real quick to get your mind thinking. What types of posts do you enjoy? Okay, so what types of posts do you stop to read or watch? And you can put 1 or 2 in the discussion below, because I'm curious. I want you to really think about that and not just, oh yeah, yeah, okay, she's mentioning that, but no, really truly think about what is it that makes you stop? What stops your scroll? Okay, and put that down in the comments. And then my next question to you is, how might you incorporate those types of posts into your posting schedules, but make it in a way so that they're congruent to the categories that you chose in step 1? Okay, and how might you tweak those ideas to be congruent? And there was something I was going to tell you. If it comes back to me, I'll let you know. But I can't think of it right now. Oh, because if it stops your scroll, then most likely it's going to stop somebody else's scroll, right? If it's something that you enjoy, then doing that same kind of thing, but just tweaking it to talk to your person, your ideal person, and with the content that you're trying to provide, will be much more effective, right? It'll stop their scroll as well. So, let's see. I want to get my notes here. Okay, so another thing to note, for now, I'd recommend only 1 post per day on your fan page or your personal profile. Okay, that's right now, that's what Facebook's really liking in that algorithm. You're kind of letting it marinate, right? So you put 1 on and just kind of let it marinate. So if you're posting on another platform, I'd recommend testing only 1 post per day and see what happens there, because that's specific to Facebook, that recommendation of just 1 post per day. But test it out on other platforms and see what's effective for you or not. And then once you have your schedule created of what types of posts you want to include, you can kind of plug and play, so to speak, your content each week into the schedule. Again, saving you time figuring out what type of post to post each week. Okay, so you've got it all. Your schedule is so that you can just plug and play. You don't have to rethink. You don't have to take that time. You've got the layout and the process that you're going to use and the type of post you're going to do, a live, a question, maybe you're going to do a motivational quote, be kind of skim down on those, but that might be effective. A lifestyle post, what kinds of posts, what types of posts you're going to post, and then you can just plug and play. Okay. So moving on to step number 3, and this one is a time saver. So you'll definitely want to utilize this. It's called content batching. Now let me know in the discussion below if you've ever heard of that, of the content batching, and maybe if you know what it is, or if you're already doing it. Okay, I'm curious who is aware of what that is, and if you're already using it. And maybe you've heard of it, but you're not clear on what it is. So let me go ahead and share with you what that is. So content batching simply means that in one setting or sitting, you're going to put together content for more than just 1 day. Okay, and it could be that you content batch and think through and prepare all your posts for a week or 2, or even a month at a time. And you get to decide what's going to be best for you in that. But this way you don't have to sit down or think through what you're going to post every single day. Okay, you're sitting down in one setting. So you, instead of the every single day, you're sitting down at one time and you create, again, that month or the week, And then the only thing that left is actually posting it, right? Which literally takes seconds. And how nice would that be to not have to do all the hard work every day? It's already done for you ahead of time. So it's not on your mind, pressing on you at all. Let me know if that would help take away some of your worry or stress with posting and help save you time each day, because that definitely is what happened for me. It was a huge help. So as you've seen, getting clearer on what you're who you're talking to and what you're talking about, creating a schedule of what types of posts you're going to use and plug into each day or week, and content batching so you don't have to take time daily to figure out your posts can take away that chore of ever wondering what to post again. Okay, how sweet is that? Now, as I mentioned before, if you're not sure who you're talking to in your posts and you don't know how to figure that out or what exactly I mean by that, then don't worry about it. I've totally got you covered. Just type in audience into the discussion below and I'll be in touch through Messenger and get you your free ideal audience formula tool. So type that below now so you don't forget. And it will make figuring out your who a lot simpler so you don't waste hours trying to figure it out yourself. Okay, so I've got your back. And one more thing, I promised you a bonus tip at the beginning. And this bonus, this has been a huge time saver for me, like I mentioned. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm all about time saving, okay? I have a lot on my plate. I'm juggling a lot, so time saving is a huge help for me. So if you are posting on a fan page, this is the tip. Use a scheduler to set up and schedule your posts ahead of time so you don't even have to post each day, right? Facebook has its own scheduler in the fan page area, and you can get there by going under publishing tools and then scheduled posts. There are also other online programs out there that you can use to schedule your social media posts. Most have free versions and paid options, so you can determine what would be best for you. The downside is this does not work on personal profiles, so you will have to post daily to those, but you'll already have your posts prepped ahead of time, so it will still only take you seconds, so it'll be great. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you so much. Excuse me, kind of swallowed wrong. Thank you so much for taking the time to invest in yourself by learning and growing here with me today. Have a great one, and remember to expect more and soar in your life and in your business. We'll see you next week.